All right, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everyone's having a Merry Chrysler. Look, folks, on this channel, we try to bring you guys and talk about opportunities that may bring life-changing wealth. This channel is called aMillionortheMoon because the goal and the hope of me and Messin, who both run this channel, is to have financial freedom, get $1 million, and then go to the moon afterwards. So we try and talk about and chase those opportunities that could one day help us and hopefully other people get financial freedom as well. So none of what we do is financial advice, but we do try and highlight opportunities in this space. And folks, in that effort, I have been talking much about PulseX as of recently. PulseX will be the premier decentralized exchange on Pulse Chain, and the reason why I think this Pulse Chain ecosystem warrants so much of our attention is because the opportunity and the potential for outsized gains is so obvious here. Folks, we're all into crypto and not into stocks because we all understand that crypto outperforms everything. Now, in terms of the few cryptos that could outperform the majority of the market, those opportunities are few and far between, very rare to get in. It is so difficult to find things that are of high quality and even harder to get into them when they are early. But I believe that is the opportunity we have with PulseX. And folks, we now have very big news. We've now heard official word from Richard Hart, the founder of Pulse Chain, Hex, and PulseX. We've now have some details about the tokenomics that I now want to share with you guys that make me very excited for PulseX in the upcoming sacrifice phase, where we will be able to sacrifice cryptocurrency and hopefully get PulseX later down the road. So folks, like and subscribe if you want to find out how to participate in the PulseX sacrifice phase and why you should care about what's going on. So let's talk about the most recent news. So folks, we have heard word that users can swap one coin for another on PulseX, paying 0.29% fee. 21% of that fee buys PulseX coins from the PulseX system itself and burns the coins. That means 21% of every fee will be burned. So Pulse Chain will actually be deflationary. 76% of the fee goes to liquidity providers and 3% of the fee goes to an address you have no expectations of. That's Richard Hart, who could basically sell it, do whatever he wants with it. You have no idea, and that's that. So users are swapping their coins for the coins in the liquidity pool. PulseX liquidity providers earn fees. Anyone can become a liquidity provider by depositing two sides of a pair into the liquidity pool, the same value on each side. So just to summarize a bit here, folks, there will be a 0.29% fee when transacting on PulseX. 21% of that will be burned, 76% goes to liquidity providers, and 3% goes to Richard Hart or the origin address, who could be controlled by a team of people. We have absolutely no idea who's in control of the origin address. Now, something else to note here is that there will be an AMM fixer bot that will harvest 99.9% of the coins from Uniswap and also add PLS to PulseX.com. All that means is that PulseX.com is set up to be the most liquid exchange on Pulse Chain. So, Uniswap's going to be forked over, 1inch will be forked over, but all this is saying is that PulseX will be set up to be the most liquid exchange on PulseX, and therefore the most likely that people will want to use. So Richard Hart goes on to explain, it also means that fewer arbitrage bots become rich, equalizing the prices from different liquidity sources. It's more efficient. PulseX solves some common problems. The fee to users is lower than most competing exchanges. Many tokens inflate at high rates. PulseX never inflates. The supply only becomes more rare, as 21% of the fees used to buy up the price and then are burnt. Automated buy and burn public function that anyone can call. No admin keys, no middlemen. So folks, this is quite intriguing. PulseX will be deflationary. PulseX will have a burn feature where 21% of the fees are automatically burned. That way, no one from the team, no admin key has the responsibility for burning supply, which is how other chains work, such as PancakeSwap. The team has to physically go out there, press some buttons, change some code, and burn some tokens. That will not be the case with PulseX. It will all run in a decentralized, immutable fashion, which is a strong value proposition and something I definitely value. So in summaries, PulseX, lower fees, no inflation, fees that cause the PulseX price to go up and then supply to go down. No admin keys, no middlemen. That right there, folks, this sentence is the use case and why you want to be paying attention to PulseX, why you want to like and subscribe, because as more details come out as to how to sacrifice for the PulseX sacrifice, believe me, folks, we will let you guys know. Like and subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. Share the video as well. So, in preparation for the PulseX sacrifice phase, I've been slowly selling some of my ERC20s and non-ERC20s for Hex. At around 13 cents, from basically 20 to 13 cents. I was buying the dip all around these regions. Now that Hex has pumped a good bit, I'm personally swapping my coins for Ethereum, so I will have Ethereum and Hex to mainly sacrifice for the PulseX sacrifice phase. Now, if I didn't have any Hex, my personal priority would be to have Hex either staked or liquid and set aside for the long term. Once I had that in place, then I would have some additional Hex ready for the sacrifice phase. So I will personally be sacrificing a large minority of my Hex position for the PulseX sacrifice phase. I haven't decided quite just yet, but maybe 5%, 10%, 20%. I'm really undecided as to how much exactly I want to sacrifice towards PulseX, but it will be a minority of my Hex position because I definitely believe in Hex long term. So I don't want to be giving up a whole lot of my Hex, to be honest, although I do think that PulseX in the short term will be ready to perform quite nicely. If we take a look at things such as PancakeSwap, which is what PulseX is forking of, I believe PancakeSwap did a 200x. So could something like PulseX do a 200x? Perhaps, who knows, folks? And something like PulseX has probably better tokenomics than PancakeSwap, at least in my opinion here. I mean, PancakeSwap doesn't seem to have these attributes that PulseX has. So folks, just to begin to summarize here, I do think, we've seen other exchange swap tokens do a couple hundred X's. Could we see that kind of thing with PulseX over the years? Hey, I don't think it's impossible. In fact, I'm betting on it. So that's why I will be participating in the PulseX sacrifice phase. Richard Hart has also said that it will hopefully be happening before the end of the year. We'll see, though. It might be delayed. Who knows? So, folks, as more details come out, we will let you guys know. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video down in the comments below. Until next time, take care.